here, but for the side of Vesakha Esports, do you not just try and steal away the Azure Golem from the Luna?
Let's really identify their drafters first, because whereby if we were to see the draft coming in for the side of Vesakha, jungle Floorborn tank is not in the same league as an Organ or Pei in that early game. You still need the levels here, so potentially looking for that early invade doesn't make too much sense because there is always
risky,
Pei and Illusion. Yeah, wave clear is super duper fast compared to your mid priority here, so early game invade doesn't really allow for the side of Vesakha to even consider about it.
Yeah, Faye might change the game here. You know, with the Cannon Blast level 1, there's no way you stop anything.
Yeah. I mean, if we're looking at the Vesakha side, also, I mean, there's going to be even more pressure onto Raven to do that damage.
Yep, match point on line for the side of Nongshim RedForce. If they lose this, they will put themselves into a 0-2 factor, a very stressful one. They do not want to be in that position, but IKL fans, your representative, your third seed, they are marching forward and they are looking so darn strong. This is game 2 between Vesakha and Nongshim RedForce, and it is live with our casters.
All right, as we go into this one, game number 2, I mean, Vesakha Esports, they have a lot of control. They have a lot of ways that could make Haku's life a little bit difficult. But I feel like if Nongshim kind of, you know, lean on the other players, like Siri really having a great game, they should be fine.
They need to do it, right? In this laning phase, I mean, it definitely is Siri winning against Raven, no?
Yeah. I mean, he's got it. Oh, they get the stun. Raven taking a lot of damage. This is something that Nongshim really didn't do last time. They weren't able to find Raven and do this kind of damage, potentially getting even more kills on it.
Exactly. That initial rotation by Illusion is great, but here comes Genmip on his own to the other side.
Yeah, Ocean of Tears a little off the mark. It's going to split the rest of Nongshim at this point. But with 3 members down, that's going to open things up for the Firehawk. That's going to be the only one of the game.
Yep, beautiful movement here, right? It's really just to add additional pacing to their roster at the bottom side of the map, which means they get 1 camp. But Kyong9, he trades it out as well. He gets a steal.
Yeah, as you should, right? I think in the top lane, this is something that they need to prioritize as well. Mayin is going to have a good time against Guan Yu, but now that you have the rotations from like Illusion, it's just going to further expand on that. You want to make sure that you limit Ball's growth.
Oh, for sure. And one more thing they need to pay attention to is how much does Nev stop Haku here?
Yeah, but I think at the same time, Nev, yeah, you're looking to evade, you're looking to take away those blue buffs, but Nev still needs his own farm. Somebody else has to pick up some of the slack. If he's able to be that tanky frontliner, I think that they're going to have a really tough nut to crack that is Nongshim, you know, having to go through.
I mean, that's the role of Genmip, right? Pick him, the Lady Chen doesn't need a lot of gold. But Bao, hang on, it's the 2-on-1.
They find him, they pull back, and they get Ball, and that's the rotation that we were talking about. Forcing Ball to make an awkward place. He gets killed with Illusion's help.
Nice start from the side of Nongshim RedForce. This is what we expected of them. And look at the next rotation. Faye as well as Haku. Here to find some value, because in another 90 seconds, we will be seeing the first Tyrant of the game.
Yeah, and Siri here, this is something that we need to watch as well, because the Lady Soon, it's not like top tier, and maybe they're thinking more long-term more than anything else, but he needs to have a good game. He cannot be getting caught out.
I mean, they are neck and neck in terms of EXP, so Raven actually holding his own against Siri, which is not great news for Nongshim RedForce fans.
Yeah, Raven doing a great job. I mean, you just want to kind of keep on pace, and this is why Raven is good, right? He's incredibly difficult to kind of deal with, and his positioning is quite good, at, you know, when those team fights are happening.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, this movement and aim by Illusion is starting to be a little bit scary. He is going to be really clean with those catches.
Yeah, but Illusion is actually really low, as well as Faye, who's taken a decent amount, and Nongshim coming out worse for wear on that one. Vesakha will be happy with that trade.
Okay, but he buys time, right? Look at Haku. He's farming he's farming up a Storm here, level 7. Yes, same level as Nev, but the rotations, he's much faster.
Much faster. I mean, the mobility, right? It's going to be hard to keep on pace with Luna, and this is why Vesakha in the same way. They need to take away those buffs. They need to be aggressive, but this lineup, not the easiest to make those jungle invades.
I think what's most exciting is the fact that both Kyong9 and Bao are just neck and neck. There is no difference that sets these two clash laners apart. So this first blood is even more important.
Yeah. I mean, getting that one, I mean, really setting the tone here. Nongshim RedForce, this is a moment where they, again, need to take advantage of this lead that they've built.
Yeah. Let's see how they're going to do it, because in the next 5 seconds, the Tyrant is going to spawn. This 4-minute mark is so important for both teams.
It's key here. Nev is going to look to start this one, but Nongshim are in a better spot. Vesakha doing the wraparound, and now with Ball waiting in the wings, this is something they need to be careful about. Kyong9 is spotting that out, but the Tyrant already picked up. Nongshim didn't even make a move.
The action of not doing anything but doing so much, that came from Bao. He was actually circling in the middle. He knew that Kyong9 had vision of him. So that's the reason why Nongshim couldn't go for that exchange.
Yeah. It was a great play there. I mean, not really doing anything.
Oh,
but now
nice
here
catch.
comes the box. They actually get the catch onto him and let a flash away. But now they have the board. Faye is a little bit low, needs to be careful. Ziri trying to work on the wings. Illusion doing some work, and they find Raven. They get the pick, and Gen Myth looks to be next, and they do get that kill, but John Young is going to limp away.
Oh, that's fine. You really want the important targets, but the 1v1, Nev and Haku here.
Haku actually getting the blue buff, and now they're going to force it down onto Nev, and they do get the pick. The Razor Cavalry coming in a little bit late. Ball not able to make the save.
This is what Nongshim needs. The RedForce, the greatest red they have recovered in game number 2. 4 kills to nothing.
Yeah, 2K lead at this point, and you're seeing why Haku Luna, very scary, very difficult to deal with.
And Siri as well, right? He's finally being put onto the screen. He has some immense damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage on this one. I mean, we were kind of talking about it. It was like, is Lady Soon the right pick or whatever? But you kind of put Siri on any sort of farm laner, he's going to do his damage.
Oh, for sure. And look, Siri on this Lady Soon, one of the biggest burst damage potential in the farm lane. And Nongshim, they do recover the trade. This is going to be the Overlord going to the hands of Nongshim RedForce.
Yeah, Nongshim, we're going to be very happy with how this one played out. But flash forward bravery. Every time he flashes forward, it's scary. Siri sometimes presses flash forward like he's signing up for voluntary danger, but somehow it works. I also do that, but I usually just die.
I mean, no pain, no gain, right? Sometimes you take a fall, but you can learn. And maybe if your team gets the trade, it will be well worth it. Now, in terms of trade, Vesakha Esports, they will trade the T1 at the bottom, but Haku is around.
Yeah, he's going to be spotted out. Raven's like getting out of that one. I'm not going to want to have to deal with this guy, especially since Haku has a bit of a lead in this sense. 5.3 over 3.9 of Nev. This is a great game for Nongshim thus far.
Yep, 3.5 out going in favor of Nongshim RedForce as they look to hide in the pressures. Nev, he does not know someone is there.
Yeah, Illusion, they're taking liberties. They're going to go for this one. And Nev is kind of just turned this around, but he does get that blue, saving themselves for this one.
Okay, we'll take a look at how this is going to run down for the side of Nongshim. They have the decent goal lead. They have the map advantage as well. 2 turrets instead of 1 that Vesakha has taken on the bottom side.
With a pullback on the ball. I mean, it's a tough target, but you're just like scaring them away from that brush, ensuring that you continue on. Nongshim, again, you don't want to get caught out.
It's just trying to make an unfair fight situation, right? You want to make sure that you don't have all the resources for the actual big exchange.
Yeah, and now the Crimson Golem potentially being threatened here. If they were to take that out, and Haku with that smite, fast fingers, gets on out.
Crimson buff going into the hands of Haku. This is going to be really important for the side of Nongshim. This means they have additional damage. And now, Illusion, they're waiting on the cooldown of his ultimate. Once he has the World's My Ball, which is available right now, it could set up a very nasty situation for Vesakha Esports.
Yeah, and this draft is kind of built around that board, right? Letting them, like, lock them in, the Haku kind of coming in. You also have Cannon Blast to help with that setup. So you have a lot of, synergy. Plus you have Kyung9 that could potentially be on the wings. So this draft makes a lot of sense, but they got to continue on with this pressure. They have a 3.5k net worth lead. If Vesakha are able to kind of bide their time, get a little bit farmy, this floorboard tank is going to be so annoying to deal with.
Well, they do have some time here. All they actually need is for Illusion to get that Venomous Staff, and I think that will be great. Or maybe even get the Frozen Breath. But for now, Vesakha, they will mount the defense. Mid lane T1 is the only thing standing in their way of safety for the side of Vesakha.
Yeah, but space created. Look at bottom lane with Haku there, just taking the bottom T2. He'll take that one for free. And Vesakha now playing very reactively. Again, when you're behind, this is the kind of state of the game.
Okay, Haku has completed his jungle item, and 8 minutes. This is really scary timing. The Luna, exactly what you want from her. And Kyung9 also gets his hands on the Pure Sky. Damage reduction available.
Yeah, and he's going to do even more, way more difficult to deal with. Plus, they're going to take the Tyrant here, and they'll just happily walk that one down. And now the Crimson Golem under siege.
Okay, we'll take a look at Bao. He is in a very precarious situation.
Oh,
I think he has been spotted out.
Finding 2. He's going to be up in front. Does he get the smite? And it doesn't look like he got that one. Raven with that last piece. But now the Razor Cavalry, they find Bell in a bad spot. And he's not able to get away from them. And it looks like Illusion gets that kill.
Okay, that's a great start for the side of Nongshim. This means they have a 4v5 on their hands. Can they push Vesakha into an uncomfortable position?
Yeah, I mean, when you have that numbers advantage, it's going to be uncomfortable right now. I mean, they've already done it, right? So Nongshim doing a good job. And look, Ball got caught out. He's split pushing. It's fine. Understanding that you need to create some sort of space. It's better you dying than anyone else at this stage.
That's true. I mean, he did alleviate that pressure, right? So, which means that now they need to rework on that wave management to try and create a uncomfortable situation for the side of Vesakha Esports.
Yeah, but Ball is actually 2K behind Kyung9, who we were talking about. We arrowed him, right? We were like, hey, this guy needs to have a much better game. He has risen to the occasion.
All right, we'll see how it is going to be like. Now, bear in mind, there's one more item that's very important on Haku. That is the Insatiable Tomb. That's a life steal. He's going to be able to sustain. And that might be the difference maker here as they extend the lead to 5,000 gold for the side of Nongshim RedForce.
Yeah, Nev there, though, with that smite, ensuring that he gets the blue buff. That would have been very close on that one. But Haku in the bottom lane, he's farming so efficiently. He's up 2.5k. He's just all over the map, and it looks like he wants to get the Shadow Tyrant here.
And he's 15. That's the biggest difference, right? The level advantage is going to help aid in your damage potential. Nongshim RedForce. Nev is all alone here, though.
Oh, they've got him in the box. There's no way he can contest on this one. Nongshim doing a great job of securing that one, and with little risk at mind.
Look, Kyung9 as well, they made the call really quickly. Nongshim was like, okay, we got the Tyrant, let's check the Overlord, make sure there is no trade available. And now Vesakha, they find themselves in the most difficult and tight situation ever.
Yeah, this is not easy, right? Playing from behind, and you're like fighting for scraps, and you have like Cannon Blast that are coming in, looking to just steal things. And now Nongshim taking the top T2. They're going to play this macro game, and again, just slow siege at this point.
Okay. There is a solution for the side of Vesakha, but everything needs to land. Nev needs to stop Haku. Someone needs to make sure that this Luna does not get the freedom of movement here.
Yeah, but the Haku has not been diving in just willy-nilly, right? So if Vesakha kind of group up, yeah, they have a lot of CC and they're going to have that control, but they don't really have much. I mean, Haku is literally soloing Ball in the bottom lane.
Yeah, not an ideal situation, and now Nongshim, they're pulling them all over the place. T3 on the menu here at the bottom. They're too late, Vesakha, they lose it.
Yeah, too much at this point. This lead has just gone out of control, and they burn that bottom T3 so quickly at this point. And look at how Nongshim, again, just like the way that they move across the map, they put pressure on all three lanes. Vesakha, they're like chickens with their heads cut off. They're just trying to just take out all the fires.
Exactly, and you can see Nev, this 1v1 against Haku is not comfortable at all because Haku does have that range factor that it seems to be the difference maker in this 1v1.
Yeah, he's getting the better of him. I mean, he's up 3.6k at this point. Haku is just getting out of control. If there was ever a guy that was like, hey, game one, my bad. It wasn't great. Let's bounce back. I'm going to be the guy.
Yeah, Void Staff in hand as well. The Armor Pierce, Magic Pierce is available for Haku. The stop does come in. Wow, this is not great.
Yeah, not great at all. And Kyung9 constantly putting the pressure onto this one. Just a pullback. He's like, where are you going? Where are you going? I'm going to keep pulling you in. And now Nev solo. That Ocean of Tears just disengaging on this one. But nice little Cannon Blast. Nongshim with a going away presence.
Okay, beautiful work from the side of Nongshim. Now it is time to cut even deeper. The T3s in the mid and the top will be put under pressure. And this is only the basic minions, not the Vanguards just yet.
Yeah, and they've been pushed back. Ball is up at about 15 at this point, but Nongshim on all fronts looking to take these T3s. It's going to be a matter of time, especially with that Shadow Vanguard in the top lane.
All right, this is the first challenge here. Does Vesakha Esports pass the first test?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is going to be the moment, right? They have a decent amount of wave clear. That's something to take note of. But nice little Cannon Blast. They're going to set up the board. They find Gen Myth on the wrong side of that one. But now with this Vanguard going in on this, they're going to take the top T3 and the mid T3 at the same time. Nongshim being very efficient.
They can't make a decision and they get punished. They lose everything.
Yeah,
Nongshim RedForce, this is the time. They get the stun. They're looking for the fight.
Nev looking to go in for this one, but he's been boxed. He's been locked in for this, and they find Gen Mid. That's going to be the pick, and Nev is going to be killed as well. Jun Young is down for the count as well, and Nongshim on cleanup duty. They've taken 4 members. Raven is all by himself, and Nongshim are going to take game 2 in a hurry.
This is the revenge they're looking for. They want to come back, and the story has completely been flipped. Nongshim took the first game in the previous exchange.